The fourth part of the Davon Method is what we like to call choreography, learning to move through the stages of romantic relationships successfully and skillfully. I mean, I didn't receive a roadmap from my parents or my junior high teachers or anything about how to have a great relationship. What are the specific skills in each stage of relationship that make it succeed and thrive?
Now, you might have noticed that relationship has a lot of different stages. Sometimes we just think of it as relationship, like one big singular thing. It's actually got a whole bunch of steps, a whole bunch of stages. You could call the first part meeting somebody, or seduction, or attraction. And there's a whole set of skills that go with that. For example, flirting, right? Little micro gestures to kind of get things, Alicia's really good at it, to get things moving, right? Then there's what we call the new and exciting stage of relationship, which is the optimum form of dating. When dating goes really well, we call that the new and exciting stage of relationship. And that's got a different set of skills. That's all about having fun and being lit up and turning the other person on. So you see there's some overlap. And you definitely want to carry the skills from the attraction or meeting somebody stage into the next stage. But there's a difference. Now you're dating them. The third stage of relationship is what we call best friends and lovers. It's kind of like boyfriend, girlfriend, or you're in relationship. There you're dealing with things like vulnerability and intimacy and lifestyle design, maybe moving in with each other. Sex education is a really important thing to address in this stage. Why? Because this is the time in the relationship where most people's turn on with each other drops off. Right? Some people, they move in together and it drops off, or some people when they get married it drops off, or some people when they have a kid it drops off. But the most common time it drops off is when people enter that kind of boyfriend-girlfriend stage. So what do you do about that? How do you handle that? That's a skill, or really a set of skills necessary for that middle game of relationship. And then the last stage of relationship is what we call an eternal date, the holy grail of a relationship. You might call it a soulmate relationship. It's the optimum form of a committed relationship. Presence is required, devotion, commitment, cherishing. Those are examples of the skills for that last stage of relationship. And a mistake that people make is that they leave the skills from the earlier stages behind. As I said a minute ago, they're cumulative. You want to add them. Another mistake that people make is they're really good at one part, like grabbing into a relationship, diving in, but they're not good at the playful, light part. Or they're good at the playful, light, seductive part, but they're not good at the commitment part.
So you can ask yourself now, gosh, where am I strong? Where am I weaker in these skills of relationship? Am I like a serial monogamist? Like I jump in and dive in and we go really deep and it's so intense and then it burns out? Or am I a person that just likes to kind of keep it light and date, but it's kind of hard to get vulnerable, or it's hard to commit, or I really love learning about sex? So we've designed this roadmap that outlines these stages and the skills that build on each other. So you're equipped to have a successful romantic relationship, whether you're just starting out single meeting someone, or maybe you've been together for decades and you want to kind of pick up some of the skills from the earlier stages to have a nice, robust, turned on relationship.